Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the KZZI K75 Pro keyboard that was sent over to me by KZZI themselves for my honest review. Now this keyboard starts at a price point of $119.99 and I've seen other color variants go down to $109.99. The one I have here today is their Mousse Cake. This one also has a $25 off coupon at the moment on Amazon, so if you wanted to get a better bang for your buck, check this one out. With that out of the way, inside the box you get the keyboard, which is covered with the dust cover, and it has a wire, a switch and keycap holder, and some extra switches as well. The keyboard itself right out of the box sounds pretty good. You know, there are no mods necessarily needing to be done to it because it has all of the things you would want to do to it. Case foam, plate foam, PE foam, polycarbonate plate with south-facing hot swap sockets, prelude plate mounted stabilizers, and it has tri-mode connectivity. And for those who like it, it also does come with a USB hub built in. It has a USB port and two USB-C ports on the actual keyboard itself. Now with those tri-mode connectivities, they do have a knob to switch in between each mode, so it's very easy to tell what mode you're on, and it does have a small display up top to show the battery percentage of your keyboard when it's in wireless mode, which I think is a very nice feature. Now the knob itself is kind of hard to change, so if I wanted to go from off to the middle, sometimes I would miss it and go too far and then have to go back down because it was kind of hard to get my hand or fingers on the actual pill that moves it up and down, but that's just more of a small issue I had. Now it comes in a linear and tactile variant. The one I have here today is a tactile variant, and that is their Eternity tactile switches. The switches themselves have a 40-gram operation force with a 3.7mm travel distance, and they also do include a little RGB light diffuser to make your RGB more evenly distributed across your mechanical keyboard. So as a result, the RGB experience on this board is absolutely amazing, and I really like it because of that. Now the tactile switch is very nice right out of the box, but I chose them because I wanted to see if it suffers from the same fate a lot of tactile switches suffer from, and that is having leaf ping. Unfortunately, these do have leaf ping, but it's very minimal. It's very silent, so it's not that bad from what I've experienced. Now you'll hear it right now in a sound test, so if this isn't something that you like, then maybe go with linear switches. But other than that, here's a sound test. You guys can hear how they sound. When it comes to the sound test, I do think it sounds really good out of the box, but I kind of don't like that they included PE foam because that does make keyboards sound very similar to one another if they are including PE foam. One PE foam keyboard might sound very similar to another PE foam keyboard even though they have different switches inside the keyboard. So I think that's kind of a downside when it comes to the sound profile of this keyboard, but when it comes to everything else, like the feel side, the gasket mounted performance on this keyboard is not the greatest, as there's pretty much little to no flex at all in this keyboard. The only good thing about the gasket mounted is the fact that it does still create that even typing experience that you want in a gasket mounted keyboard, so you still definitely get that. I just wish there was more flex and bounce in it, as it does feel like a typical tray mounted keyboard with the stiffness and all. Now the polycarbonate plate definitely does help give it a little bit of flex, so a little goes a long way in this area. I would take it over nothing, but I do think if you remove some of the case foam, maybe that would help. But for the price point that it's coming at and the fact that it has a USB hub, a very unique design with some pretty thick double shot key caps, unfortunately they are OEM profile. The switches included are also pretty good, and the performance overall is very nice as well. I have some minor complaints about it, but at the end of the day, is still a very good keyboard for the price. If you are interested in checking it out, I'll be leaving a link to it in the description below. Let me know what you guys thought about the KZZI K75 Pro mechanical keyboard in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.